Hey guys, SpinoDude here and welcome back to another video. Today guys, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Jurassic World Mattel Battle Damage Herrerasaurus. So let's get this one out of its packaging. Alrighty guys, so here is the brand new Jurassic World Mattel Battle Damage Herrerasaurus out of its packaging. And just before we jump into the review, I thought I'd show you guys, I got myself some Jurassic World Doritos, which I just finished eating recently. Pretty cool how all the different flavors and stuff have different dinosaurs on the front. Cool Ranch is my personal favorite. And of course that has Velociraptor blue on the front because the packaging is blue. And I'm hoping to maybe get some of the other packages as well with the different dinosaurs on it, but we shall see. I don't like all of the flavors. But anyway, enough about chips, moving on to the actual review. So we've looked at the packaging for the Battle Damage line already in the Battle Damage Velociraptor Blue review. If you haven't seen that, I'll link that down in the description if you want to see a thorough rundown of the packaging, because it's identical for the entire line, except it just has the different creature's name on the bottom there. And then if we flip it around to the back, you can just see the diagram has the Herrerasaurus there showing its action feature, and instead of having the Herrerasaurus in the bottom left, it has Velociraptor blue in place of it. So why don't we jump in and take a look at the Herrerasaurus itself now. Actually, I just noticed something before I take the packaging off the recording set here. The markings on the face are different. I actually like the markings on this Herrerasaurus a lot better than this one on the face. Funny how the markings are different there. But anyway, moving on to the review. Alrighty guys, so here is the brand new Jurassic World Mattel Battle Damage Herrerasaurus. And for first impressions, this dinosaur does look a little bit goofy. It is a toy after all, it's not meant to be a model, and I think kids will love this one. I can't wait to show you the articulation on it. Once again, Mattel has done a fantastic job with the play features on all of these toys. And overall, the quality for this Herrerasaurus, even though it's not one of the best looking ones that Mattel has produced, the quality of the toy is leagues better than anything Hasbro gave us for the first Jurassic World film. And I think the reason I decided to pick this one up is it has a very retro look. And I kind of like that. It reminds me of those dinosaurs with the slouched poses and stuff and the really big feet and everything that you'd see in old picture books and such, and I had a lot of those when I was younger. But this is definitely far from being my favorite toy in Mattel's current Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line. Now the detail is fairly nice, it's nothing incredibly special. We have some scales that are carved out into the sculpt. I don't like the seam line running down the top, but I'm not sure how else they could have done that. It's much better than having those bullet holes that Hasbro's smaller dinosaurs had, of course. And these scales don't stand out too much because there aren't actually any like washes that bring out the inner detail on the paint job of this figure. Of course, I'm thinking of actually repainting this one to maybe bring out some of the details a little bit more, and I've considered it with some of the other Mattel toys as well. But we have this consistent olive green color mostly for the body with these dark burnt orange color markings on top. I definitely like the red Herrerasaurus that's coming out for the Pack Attack line for the next wave. I believe it's for wave 2 of Mattel's toys. I like the color scheme on that one better, but the articulation is much better on this one. So for articulation in the legs pivot in and out like so, which I think is a great addition. It definitely gives you some more posability for some other poses and helps with stability of the figure and such. And then of course both of the legs can move forward and back as always. You can have it leaning down like so if you want, or you can have it leaning all the way back if you want it. Well, that would require a little more balancing. But there we go, splaying the leg out to the side actually makes it so it can stand like that. That's great, and that's why I like the pivoting joints at the hips. And then of course the arms move forward and back like so. And then just like Battle Damage Blue, you can pivot them out at the shoulder, and I actually quite like that. It looks like kind of the retro rawr kind of movie monster look. I think that looks pretty funny, but kind of cool at the same time because it does have a very retro look to it. And then of course, like you saw, it has the articulation in the neck so it can move up and down. It cannot twist, or it doesn't have the sort of ball joint neck like the raptors do. But this is still pretty cool. And then of course it has the articulated jaw, which if you push it all the way up into the top jaw, it is a little bit hard to grab it. but once you do, it opens very smoothly and it feels very stable. And with the mouth open, you can see that the tongue actually continues down into the throat, and if you move the jaw a little bit up, it matches up pretty perfectly and it looks great. The interior of the mouth has been done in a fleshy pink color, and the teeth are done in a white color. The nostrils are carved out on the front of the snout there, as you can see, and you can see the eye is done in a yellow color there. Very nicely done quality-wise. I just think that the overall direction of the sculpt here doesn't feel as much like a Herrerasaurus. Maybe the snout could have been a little bit shorter. I think it would have been cool if they said they based it off of the Herrerasaurus from Jurassic Park, the game, by Telltale Games back in 2011, 2012, I believe. But it definitely feels a lot different. The head has more of a Spinosaurid feel to me. And of course with this one having the olive green color scheme with the dark burnt orange markings, it definitely isn't very close to that Herrerasaurus, which we know to be the Jurassic Park Herrerasaurus because of the game. But I think the strong point on this figure is its head sculpt. The head sculpt is very nice, and I really like the wide bite that it has. The rest of the body, it's just out of proportion a little bit, and especially with the legs and the giant feet, they just look a little bit goofy, and I think that's what really detracts from it overall. But the front half of the body, just looking at it like that, I think it looks really nice right there, just cut off from the hips and forward, because the back you can see like the tail is pretty thin and short and droops off, and the legs are oversized, as are the feet. But I think like right about there, that looks pretty nice. You can mistake this for like some sort of Spinosaurid. It has a vague resemblance to the Ostafrikasaurus from Jurassic World, the game. But the action feature on this toy is on the other side. You can see the battle damage feature here. We've gone over in Battle Damage Blue's review how exactly this works. You just tap it when the dinosaurs are fighting and it scrolls off to the side like so and reveals the wound. I think it's nice how it works. I do like the way Hasbro's looks better, actually, surprisingly. You can see me go a little more in depth on that in the Velociraptor Blues review. I'll leave a link down below, like I said earlier in the video. But I just feel like Hasbro concealed the battle damage better. There wasn't as much of a huge gap, and there wasn't this huge like trigger button on the top, which I don't find completely necessary. They could have concealed that better. But yeah, it works much smoother than Hasbro's and doesn't feel like it's going to break, unlike Hasbro's mechanism. So kids are going to have a blast with that, making the dinosaurs battle, and I think that's a fantastic feature. Alright, so why don't we do a quick measurement of this figure. So in terms of length from the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, we are looking at around 8 inches, which is about 20 centimeters. And in terms of the height, at the highest balanceable pose that you can get this Herrerasaurus into, we are looking at about 3.5, 3 3/4 inches, which is about 8-9 centimeters. For comparison, I thought I'd bring out, of course, Battle Damage Velociraptor Blue. This one still holds up to be my favorite out of the whole Battle Damage line, and my favorite official Velociraptor Blue toy that's been released for Jurassic World. And then, of course, I thought I'd bring out Funko Pop Dr. Ian Malcolm, as always, for a quick comparison. Alrighty guys, it's time for my overall rating on this toy, and I think that this brand new Jurassic World Mattel Battle Damage Herrerasaurus deserves 2 stars out of 5. An okay rating. Now overall, I think this is one of the weaker sculpts from Mattel. It still holds up to be good, but I just think that it deserves that 2-star rating because it does look a little bit goofy, and when it's on my shelf compared with the other Mattel toys, it feels like it stands out a little bit too much. It still is nice. I like the retro look to it, and it definitely has an acquired taste that's needed to like this toy. Kids are going to love this, but for collectors it might be a little bit different. I definitely like the front half of the body with the arms and the head and everything, but towards the back, it just kind of is a little too awkward for me. But like I said earlier in the review, this is still better than anything Hasbro gave us, in my opinion. And I really hope Mattel continues to make more toys than they've already revealed for the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom line, because they're doing a great job so far. Well, there we go guys, that was today's look at the brand new Jurassic World Mattel Battle Damage Herrerasaurus. I think this one's alright. It definitely appeals to me a little bit more than other people just because I like the retro look, but overall it's definitely far from the best that Mattel has released, and it needs an acquired taste for you to really like this one. If you guys want to get this one for yourself, I got it at my local Walmart. All of the first wave of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toys from Mattel are available as of April 16th, 2018. So anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Also leave a comment telling me what you think of this Herrerasaurus toy. So thank you so much guys for watching, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Take care, and bye-bye.